Hello, everybody, and welcome to the finale of the Pokemon Emerald No Healing in Battle Wedlocke Challenge. We have come 44 episodes, with this one being the 45th, and it is time to defeat the champion. And I should say, take on the champion, because this is no guarantee. I have very little hope inside of me that we're able to come out with a victory, but I don't want to get down. I want to go ahead and do this. I want to defeat him. I want to believe in my team, and I really hope you guys believe in my team as well and are looking forward to this as much as I am. This adventure has been insane, and I really hope we can close it out with a victory, but if not, I'm still so happy with how this challenge went overall. So if you missed last episode, or the last 4 episodes, we defeated Sydney, Phoebe, Glacia, and then Drake. And we swept Sydney, Phoebe, and Glacia. We took down all of their Pokemon with a single shot. And Drake did not go as clean. We almost beat Drake without losing anybody, but in the end, Crush fell to his final Pokemon, being Salamence. She was so close, and her death is not in vain. Zephyr got to go on, and Zephyr may be what we need to beat the champion. I'm very nervous, but I really believe in this. So, before we get into the fight, I really want you guys to listen to me right now. I have something very important and special to share with all of you. I have been on YouTube for over 3 years now, and I have never sold any merchandise or ever offered anything. However, I did want to offer merchandise for this series, as it has been an incredible journey. It has had so many great moments, and I want to go ahead and offer something that you guys can have in your lives to remember this incredible occasion by. And as you guys know, I worked with one of you guys to draw my final team. I did all of the sketches, and she did all of the line work and the coloring, and I wanted to offer those drawings as merchandise. So, in the description, this is the only way you can find these items, because I don't want it to be on a store where it could be spoiled. The only way you can find these items is with the link in the description. And I'm offering stuff like shirts, pillows, stickers, sweaters, even leggings, all kinds of different things that I think are really awesome. And if you guys are interested in all of that, I have each pair in different, I have a sale for each pair. I have Queen Vinny and Altair, Crush and Zephyr, and Duke and Tortoise. So you can either get all 3 of a shirt, you can get a couple different things, or you can not get anything. It's all up to you. I just wanted to offer it because it's really important. And if I ever offered merch, I wanted it to be for something that I truly believed in and loved. And this series is most certainly that. So you guys can go get your favorite pair. You can get whatever you'd like. Or don't. And if you just enjoyed the series, that's all that matters to me. So, with that being said, my voice is heavy. I am incredibly nervous. We have our final fight of this challenge in front of us. This is it. One shot, one moment. It comes down to this one fight. We'll either come out a victor, or our entire team will die trying. There are so many things that can go wrong, but with a little bit of luck sprinkled throughout, I believe that our team can take him down. So without further ado, as my heart thumps in my chest, let's bring my best and favorite series I have ever done to a close with one final battle. Let's enter this corridor and get this final showdown underway. 12 deaths, including Crush. Over 100 hours game time later. Let's do this for those 12 Pokemon and show that their deaths were not in vain. Let's win this, I believe! We have to have faith and believe in our team, otherwise we are dead in the water. Wallace's water. Let's do this. I am incredibly nervous, but we have to take him down. Let's win this! Welcome, Bianca. That incident in Zootopolis City, that was superb work, putting an end to that crisis all by yourself. Oops, it wouldn't be fair to say that you alone ended that crisis. You overcame that difficulty situation by working as one with your Pokémon. We trainers raise Pokémon by giving them items and by teaching them new techniques for battle. But we ourselves also learn many things from Pokémon. And this is where your achievements are put to the test against what others like you have achieved. Now, who can most elegantly dance with their Pokémon in Hoenn? Show me right here and now. Time for the champion of the Pokémon Emerald No Healing in Battle Wedlocke Challenge versus Champion Wallace at the summit of the Pokémon League in Hoenn. He has a team of 6 Pokémon, and we only have 5 still standing. But I believe in these 5. Queen Finny, Altair, Duke, Tortoise, and Zephyr will do this for Crush and the 11 Pokémon that have died. Let us do this now. First up is Wailord, Water type level 57, and I need your help, Duke! You gotta do this! You and Tortoise were able to defeat Juan. You have one more incredibly tough water trainer to take down. You need to win this game for us! Alright, Wailord being level 57, Water type, Duke, you've gotta hit it as hard as you can with Giga Drain. You have to nail this thing down! Okay, I went for Rain Dance, which is okay, I suppose. With Giga Drain weakening it, I believe the only water type attack it should have is Water Spout. And that'll lower the damage done by Water Spout. And by doing that, it should offset the damage it is boosted by Rain Dance. Let's hope that's the best thing it has to do against us. And lay down another Giga Drain. Blizzard! I had no idea it knew Blizzard! Oh my god, Duke! Giga Drain, please get back as much health as you can, Duke. Oh my god, that puts us in a dark spot, quick. Duke, heal as much as you can, please. Okay, that's pretty decent. And next up's Milotic already? Really? Okay, that's not good. That's his ace, but I mean, I'd rather see it sooner rather than later. Alright, Duke, you really can't fight this. This is all on Tortoise now. Get back, Duke, and let's go for it, Tortoise! His ace and his strongest Pokemon is Milotic. It's level 58 water type, and the rain continues to fall. Tortoise, you're going to use Toxic. I really hope you're able to hit, because you need to be able to seal this thing's fate. I'm really worried that we're not going to be able to deal enough damage to it, just like we weren't against Kingdra in the Juan fight. But with Toxic, it guarantees that this thing will fall in at least 8 turns. But I'm hoping I can make it a little bit shorter than that. It's going to deal small damage at first, but it's going to scale really, really high after time goes on. And unfortunately, our Citrus Berry didn't enact right. I don't have a Citrus Berry. I have something else. I don't want to use Substitute then. I'm going to go for Return. And for some reason, it's going for Surf. I could have swore this thing liked to use what we just used against it, being Toxic, which is what my held item is for. Making us a water type, it did less that time, but it's still doing quite a bit. And I don't really know why I went for Return. I'll be completely honest here. And honestly, I just want to stall this fight as long as possible, so hopefully that Toxic whittles him away even more. So I'm going to go ahead and switch back into Duke. That might seem really weird, but Duke has Protect for stalling this Toxic. And Surf won't do very much against Duke, and I knew it was going to use that against me again. Alright, Duke. The Citrus Berry should enact now. Oh, the rain was up. That's why. Okay. I'm worried. Oh, the Toxic strategy's bad. He has full restores. Duh! That'll get rid of the Toxic. I might have to strike it right now and hope that it's enough. But Ice Beam, it might be enough to kill Duke here. I have to go for this. It does have Ice Beam. Duke, please take it. We did! There we go! Giga Drain! That's his ace dead, I think! I really hope that's enough with the Toxic! It should be! A Citrus Berry! No! The reason I said that beforehand is I thought about it. Of course his ace has a Citrus Berry. Please, please, please be enough! It was! That's his ace dead! I can't believe it! Alright, that's 2 Pokemon down and Duke and Tortoise still stand. Next up is going to be Tentacruel. I have no idea what to do against this. Tortoise is not in good shape here, but I'm guessing that Tentacruel has an ice type attack. Duke and Tortoise are on their last legs, and I'm so sorry, Tortoise, I didn't give you a citrus berry. I could have sworn that Milotic knew Toxic. It might, but it just wasn't what it went for. I gotta hit this thing with a return. And we're not as... Nah, we didn't outspeed, and Hydro Pump should be enough to seal our fate. And that's it for Tortoise. You did an amazing run, buddy. And I really hope Duke can do something here, but it's just not looking good for these two. I'm so sorry, Duke and Tortoise, but this is your entire legacy. You have to pave the way for victory for our other 3 Pokemon. It looks grim. I don't have high hope, but I know we can do this with your help. I'm so glad that you guys were able to come this far and do so much for us. But Duke and Tortoise, it's your time to come to an end. I'm so sorry, buddy, but this is our final fight. I hope what you have done for us by taking out that Milotic and taking out that Wailord was enough for Altair, Finny, and Zephyr to come out and do this. So I doubt it has... I bet it has an ice type attack. That's why I went out Tentacruel. So, Altair's a bad idea. I'm gonna let Zephyr do this and just hope we can do it. Unfortunately, Poison's a physical move, so I can't really set up Calm Mind too reliably. But, yeah, I don't think that's a good idea right now. I'm gonna go for Shadow Ball, I think. It's physical, so it should do a lot of damage to Tentacruel since they have really low defense. It didn't do half, and Hydro Pump's gonna blast him. I would have thought he went for a Poison type attack. In that sense, then, I'm gonna go for Calm Mind, boost my special defense, and I'll be able to take another one. I'm so nervous. Oh my god, we gotta win this. Zephyr, Hydro Pump missed. That's brilliant. Okay, it might go for a physical move now, but it would still do less than Hydro Pump, wouldn't it? I don't know, but I'm gonna go for Shadow Ball. I know we're not boosted our physical attack, but maybe it'll do enough. No. Toxic. Oh no. That's awful. Zephyr's just gonna be stuck in a die. I can't switch. His partner's dead. Wait a second. We have rest! Alright. Calm Mind! I know he's gonna use a full restore here, so I'm gonna go for Calm Mind. We're gonna get another boost under our special attack and special defense, and then I'll use Rest. We're outspeeding, so we'll be able to get the jump on him, use Rest, get rid of the Toxic, and be fully healed for whatever Tentacruel and his team has to throw at us. Zephyr, Rest! We'll go to sleep, and just like we used against Drake, we'll be able to come right awake with our Chesto Berry. We're using Chesto Resto against a Water-type trainer, just like Juan did against us long ago. Hopefully Tentacruel won't hit us too hard. Okay, us boosting our special defense is making the AI go for Sludge Bomb, and it did less than half. Okay, I'm gonna go for Thunderbolt. I know it's probably gonna do less than Shadow Ball, but it might not. And it might paralyze as well. I just have to make this play. It did over half. Paralyze it. No, and Sludge Bomb's gonna strike. As long as it doesn't crit us and we take it, we're good. It poisoned us! We have Rest. But will that kill us here? 3 HP! And he's using another full restore, so we get another do-over! That poison's gonna be reset now because of our Rest. We're gonna be asleep! I don't have another Chesto Berry! What am I doing? I still couldn't have gone for it. Could we PP stall yet another water trainer? No, I couldn't do that yet again, could I? I don't know. But that might be what we've got to do. PP stall Sludge Bomb? There's so many factors at play. If it poisons me or gets a bigger damage range or crits me, Zephyr's just gonna die. But I don't have much of a choice. We wake up in 2 turns on Rest, so I'll just use another one. Are we gonna PP stall another water trainer? There's no way that that's possible. 1 crit ends this run for us. But it's possible. I just gotta keep using Rest every time I wake up. It's using Ice Beam. Is it out of Sludge Beam? Sludge Bomb? I'm so nervous. Can you not tell? I'm gonna use Rest again. It might be out of Sludge Bomb. But if it freezes us, that's even worse than being poisoned. I gotta use Rest. I'm gonna wake up, get it as high as health as possible on Zephyr. And then if it's only using Ice Beam now, I guess I could go for Calm Mind, set up, and sweep him. Could we really PP stall the final trainer of the game? and then sweep him with no items in battle? Is that even possible? One critical hit ends this entire thing for us, but we have to have hope. It's possible. I believe in Zephyr. I know he can do it. Just avoid critical hits at all costs and we can win this fight. It's just like one all over again. I have to risk a freeze and calm mind. It'll do less damage to me now. I can safely rest after I feel comfortable with enough boosts. Toxic. We have rest. I keep forgetting that Toxic's not actually a threat unless he crits me. If he crits me, Toxic's a pretty big threat. But that should be 3. Let's go for 4 Calm Mind. And I should be able to sweep him with 4. It could be a big mistake if I don't have this. Why are you using Toxic? Is Tentacruel out of everything but Toxic? I don't know, but I'm gonna go for rest. I gotta get rid of the Toxic. That's gonna heal it, put me to full, and it can't use Toxic while I'm still asleep, so if it can only use Toxic, we could be in a pretty good standing. Even with us getting hit with Toxic one more time, after we wake up, I think we'll still have the speed and the health and the damage to sweep Wallace down. Crush's life will not have been in vain for certain if her lover, it's out of moves. What? It actually is out of moves. I can't believe I just witnessed that in a no healing challenge. Thunderbolt, that should be enough. We're not gonna be poisoned. We might have just pee-pee stalled and swept the champion of Pokemon Emerald with no items. If Zephyr can manage to do this, Crush's life, his lover, his best friend, will not have been in vain. Okay, next up is Ludicolo. I don't know what it could do to me, but it's a grass water type and it's gonna be level 56. There's nothing I can do now other than blast with Thunderbolt and hope that we have the special attack boost behind us to take this thing out. Come on, Zephyr! Not enough, but we paralyzed it! Leech Seed, that could cause big problems here, but hopefully I'll be able to do it. Oh my god, I might actually be able to do this. I'm shaking. Zephyr, you can do it. I know you can. Thunderbolt, that's it for Ludicolo. There's only 2 Pokemon remaining. Even if Zephyr somehow dies, Queen Fini and Altair might be able to do this. Oh my god. Whiscash. Oh no! What's this other Pokemon? Gyarados! His Gyarados is not something that Queen Fini and Altair can beat. And the Leech Seed, I can't Thunderbolt, I can't special attack this Whiscash, I have to lay down Shadow Ball. Oh no! I think Whiscash can kill Zephyr! And we didn't even do over half. Zephyr, amnesia. Oh no, that's not bad for Shadow Ball. Oh, this is a big mistake right here. If I go for rest, it might be able to 2-shot me with like Earthquake. I can't risk that. I have to lay down Shadow Ball and hope Zephyr crits. Zephyr, you gotta do it, buddy, please. No, but I got the special defense drop for Queen Fini and Altair. So yeah, even if Zephyr dies from this Earthquake, which is very likely, Zephyr, you did everything you could, buddy. I'm so proud of you. Queen Fini and Altair are the only 2 Pokemon that stand. Fini has been here since the beginning of this adventure. She is the only member that is still here from the original 6. Zephyr and Crush are dead. Duke and Tortoise are dead. Only 1 pair remains, and it's Queen Fini and Altair. What would Whiscash have? Could Whiscash have an Ice-type attack? Oh man, what if Whiscash has an Ice-type attack? I have to think long-term about that Gyarados. It's capable of killing Queen Fini and Altair by setting up with Dragon Dance. Oh no, I'm so nervous. But I don't think, Whiscash, I don't think Whiscash has an Ice-type attack. I don't think Whiscash has an Ice-type attack. An Earthquake can't hit him. I believe in you, Altair. You and Finny have been here forever, and you guys have got to close our adventure out for us. We need this to be a victory. I have never needed a victory or wanted a victory more than I want right here. Thankfully, Shadow Ball lowers the special defense sometimes of the opposing Pokemon, and Zephyr got 2, meaning that amnesia that Whiscash had used is gone, meaning Dragon Claw might be able to take it out here. And I'm gonna go for it. Dragon Claw, Altair! Will it be enough? It wasn't. And all it has is Surf, it looks like, which does not do very much to Altair. Alright, I knew he was gonna heal, but the full restore is not the end of the world. Altair, I need you more than ever. Dragon Dance! We gotta set up on this Whiscash. That's the only way I can beat Wallace and his Gyarados. This Whiscash isn't a threat. It only seems to be able to use Surf, and that's not anything that Altair is worried about. Even with a critical hit, I can take several of those. It only knows Surf. Altair can do this. I believe in you. I have to get enough Dragon Dance to ensure Hyper Beam is enough to one-shot Gyarados. They don't have as much defense as special defense. Amnesia's scary. Maybe I should put Whiscash out of commission here. What could Gyarados do while I'm recharging? We missed with Sing. So, Amnesia's not the end of the world, because I can Hyper Beam if I absolutely have to. But what could Finny do against Gyarados? Whatever. I can't hit with Sing. I can't believe this is what it's coming down to. Amnesia's not a threat. I'm just not able to use Dragon Claw anymore. I have to hit it with Hyper Beam, meaning I will have to recharge. But I can maybe take a hit from the Gyarados while I'm recharging. I just hope that this Whiscash stays asleep for a couple of turns, while Altair sorts this out with Dragon Dance. I know I said earlier on in the adventure that Dragon Dance isn't going to be helpful for the league, but it's all I've got left. Wallace asked me who can more elegantly dance with their Pokemon in Hoenn, and Altair ironically needs to show him that now. I think I'm going to go for 5. I can't risk 4 not being enough against that Gyarados. Stay asleep. It's not the end of the world if it deals damage to us. The Citrus Berry. No, I gotta go for it. I gotta lay down Hyper Beam. Altair! Hyper Beam! That should be 1 dead Whiscash with +5 attack. We're also +5 speed. We will not be outsped by his final Pokemon. Only 1 Pokemon remains, and it's his most deadly one at that. It's Champion Wallace's Gyarados. It's a water flying type, and it's level 56. It has Intimidate, so we're at +4 now. I'm so glad I went for +5. We have to recharge. And it's gonna go for Surf. It doesn't have any ice moves. It has nothing to do against Altair. Altair, this is our final stand here today. Hyper Beam! And that should be it for Wallace. Champion Wallace is defeated. Altair, I can't believe you managed to do it. Queen Finny and Altair survived the league. Duke, Tortoise, Zephyr and Crush, I'm so sorry. And for the 11 that have died, being Twitchy, Stella, Basil, Farley, Aster, Gobble, Jacques, Busan, Uga, Ricky, and Luteef, for all 15 of you, I am so sorry, but Queen Finny and Altair never gave up, and they did what was needed to win. We have won this game! That's it for Champion Wallace! My heart is thumping as the champion falls in defeat. And Wallace, that is exactly why you don't challenge me to a dance-off. We more certainly elegantly danced you to death. I can't believe it. Kudos to me indeed. Bianca and her Altair, her Altaria, and Queen Finny, her Azumarill have won this game. Oh my god! The weight has been lifted, it's over! We did it! The Pokemon you sent into battle, your Blossom, your Kecleon, and your Absol, and even your Machamp against Drake. They danced like a spring breeze, and at times they struck like lightning. It was with light yet sure-footed elegance that led your Pokemon, and even though that they died, your Azumarill and Altaria bedazzled me with their performance. You now stand at the glorious peak of the Pokemon League, and I now proclaim you to be the new HOENN Region's champion. We are not even gonna pay mind to Brendan. I don't care about him. We did this. And it was all thanks to those 16 Pokemon, those 17 Pokemon that I've used, the 15 that have died, and the 2 that lived. All 17 of them were required to get to where we stand today. And I couldn't have done it without them. I'm so glad I got to close this journey out on such an incredible ending. We PP stalled Juan. That was obscene. We PP stalled Wallace and then almost swept him. We kinda did. We beat a champion with boosted stats and a Hyper Beam. How often do you get to unironically use Hyper Beam? That doesn't happen. I can't believe it. We've seen 158 Pokemon and have used or had 62 unique species. I can't believe it. Now let's go proudly into the final room. Now that we have beaten this challenge and won this game, the 6 Pokemon that I brought into the Pokemon League still made it. They still won. And they still live in my heart. That's how I treat the Pokemon League. When we enter with the 6 Pokemon that we have, all those that die, if we lose, they all die. But if we win, they all win. And this is definitely a congratulations deserved. We won this game. Queen Finny, Altair, Crush, Zephyr, Tortoise, and Duke all won this game. They have prevailed through the harsh battles, and here they will be honored as Pokemon League champions. I didn't believe we could do it, but we did it. And this is where Wallace records our name as a trainer who triumphed over the league in everything that we have fought. For the 17 Pokemon that battled with us, this is where they get honored. And especially the 6 that battled alongside us in the Pokemon League. This has been an incredible adventure, and I'm so glad I was able to close it out in a win for you guys. And I am so glad that you all enjoyed this series. And if you enjoyed this episode and all of them, a like on every episode is appreciated. It helps out a great deal. And if you want to see more Pokemon Wedlocks just like this one, feel free to subscribe, because we're doing a brand new adventure just like this one here soon in yet another region. And I am so looking forward to that adventure. We won this game, all thanks to Duke our Blossom, Princess Tortoise our Kecleon, Zephyr our Absol, Crush our Machamp, Queen Finny our Azumarill, and Altair our Altaria. They are all commemorated in the Hall of Fame alongside their trainer, Bianca. After over 100 hours playtime, Bianca is now a Pokemon League champion. Now this is where I showcase all of the beautiful and incredible fan art that you have all sent in to me. And I could not be more grateful for everything you guys have given me. I couldn't do these challenges if it weren't for you guys. And I'm so glad I was able to close it out in a victory for you all. And I'm so glad where the future is going to hold and where it's going to take us. This is a look back on everything you have sent me. And I thank you so much, each and every one of you. I hope you enjoy this montage to close out this amazing adventure and finale with. Let's take a look back on every piece of fan art that you guys have sent me throughout this adventure. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode and this series conclusion. And I will see you all next time when we start up a brand new adventure in the Unova region. Just like this one. But even harder. Until then, I'll see you guys then. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching. Wow, it has been quite some time, hasn't it, you two? You two were immediately the fan favorites of the team. They loved Twitchy being all nervous for his queen, Stella. He found her beautiful and she loved him the same. Unfortunately for them, our team needed them to help us against Watson, and in the end, they both lost their lives. They may have been the first 2 to fall, but they were also the first 2 to steal the show. After Twitchy and Stella had died, we needed a new pairing, and there weren't really any options that made sense except for you two. Gobble was a force to be reckoned with. I could always rely on him when I needed to, and sadly I can't say the same thing about Aster. We used 17 different Pokemon on this adventure, and every single one was memorable and helpful, except for Aster. I don't remember her doing much of anything, unfortunately. She sat back while Gobble shined bright. However, we wouldn't have ended up where we are today if it wasn't for every Pokemon we used, including Aster. We set out on this journey with one Pokemon in hand, and that was you, Basil. You were our little explorer, and you quickly met a companion and partner in Farley. You two were the tried and true pair throughout the first half of our adventure, and my favorite pairing at the start. Everybody wanted to see you evolve into Sceptile, but when tragedy had struck against our father, you were the one we needed. You were sadly unable to dig us out of the hole we were in, and while Farley avenged your killer, she wasn't able to make it out alive. Busan, you were the final member of our original 6, and just like your partner Finny, I did not want to find you. However, you amazed me, and with our Queen Finny, you two were able to do amazing things during the early parts of our adventure. You helped us defeat Brawly when we didn't have any other options, and you even helped our Queen Finny defeat Maxie. If I could say one thing to you, Twitchy, Stella, Gobble, Aster, Basil, and Farley, it would be that you all would be so incredibly proud of our Queen Finny. After the massacre at our father's gym, we had one Pokemon left standing, being our queen. She built an entirely new kingdom around herself, and with that kingdom came you two, Crush and Lateef. This is where the theme of girl power really started to show. Every male we added to the team started very weak, and unfortunately for you, Lateef, it hit you the hardest. We weren't even able to use you until after the following gym, and by then your time was already near. And just like that, you were looking into the mirror at your death. Regardless of what happened, I just know you would be insanely proud of Crush. Without a doubt, one of the most powerful and reliable pairings I have ever used, and potentially one of my favorite overall pairs I have ever used. Ricky and Jacques, you two were unstoppable. I added you both with the sole purpose of being able to defeat Tate and Liza. I dreamt of the moment you two would slay them. But in the end, my single preventable mistake of the entire playthrough took my favorite team member away from me. I'll never know how you two would have done against Tate and Liza, but I did find out how one of you would do. With the shock of Jacques being gone, we needed to add a new Pokemon for Ricky. One capable of filling the shoes Jacques once was able to fill. We had one Pokemon who was similar, but not the same. However, the audience and I quickly grew to love Ooga Booga. However, he just wasn't enough to help Ricky make it through the endurance match that was Tate and Liza, and she died by his side. With the help of Crush's partner Zephyr, Ooga was set to survive and go on without Ricky. It came down to him trying so hard to protect Ricky and the team that he forgot how to protect himself and died as he failed to set up one final protect. What else can I say that I haven't already said about you two? Crush, you have been brilliant on this adventure. You were just what we needed after the fight against our father, and when you combined forces with Zephyr, you were unstoppable. Without you and Zephyr, we would have never been able to win this challenge. You two swept 3 of the 4 Elite Four members, and I want to thank the both of you from the bottom of my heart for giving your lives for the Queen to waltz into her throne room. Words genuinely cannot describe what I witnessed out of you two. The special training I gave the both of you really paid off. Pokemon who join as late as you two did never seem to be memorable or do too much. However, what the both of you did will go down in history. You are both more memorable than some Pokemon who are a part of the original 6 that make it to the end. You both are probably the most insane pairing ever used in any Wedlocke in history. You both competed in the most incredible battle in Pokemon history, and Tortoise saved our entire team by killing Rayquaza in a single shot. The list goes on. You two are legends, and you will never be forgotten. You two did it! We did the unthinkable! We won this challenge! And you two are the only true survivors! Be proud! For the 15 Pokemon before you, for everybody who watched, you two made certain that we would not lose. While Queen Finny didn't get to fight in the Pokemon League, I leave that up to her personality and story. She didn't need to. She trained Altair for this moment. That was his duty, to get her to the throne room, being the Hall of Fame. Queen Finny has done enough during this adventure. She is single-handedly the reason that we even made it this far in the first place. She was the sole survivor against our father in the biggest massacre this channel has seen. She survived with 3 hit points remaining, ensuring our journey would not end. And after all that she had been through, she sits in the Hall of Fame, full of life, knowing all of her friends before her did not die for nothing, and Altair sits there with her as king of the castle, hoping one day she will let him into her heart. Fireglow, Dusk Prism, Silent Dam, Musicality Mix, Blaziken God, Alodahan, Backseat Pilot, Lonely Warrior, The Mysterious Hollow, Gudra Lover, Psychic Cyndaquil, Swaz, Ida the Togekiss, Mac is Back, Squash That Apple, Big Boss Leafeon, Cats Can Fly Too, Tomas, Duke, Kingston, Caddy, Drakavi, Dunkanox, Ematone, Roro, Unbelievable, Vladdy Bunafly, and Pratt. We received 118 pieces of wonderful fan art, as you just saw, and I couldn't be more grateful that each of you decided to do that for me in our series. I appreciate it more than you know. And thank you to everybody, even if you didn't send in fan art. Just watching this series is more than enough. Whether this is the only episode you have watched, or if you stuck around for the entire series, I couldn't have done this without all of you. I really hope you enjoyed this series, and I can't wait to hopefully see you in our next big adventure. I'll see you guys then. Thank you so much for watching.